A SCUD missile, a heat-singing missile, a song in my heart.
Hi, good evening. This is Mitch Corber for Radio Thin Air. I'll never forget, 3 years ago, boy, did I have a close shave.
We're ready to go. I know we had a lousy winter, but we're on the verge of something really powerful. And let's get that energy into Radio Thin Air.
The energy is evaporating, I think.
What do you mean?
How do you capture the energy like a butterfly? You know, how do you grab it and bottle it, you know, and like hold it in there and as it's dancing? And I mean, that's part of what art is, you know. You notice there's some kind of psychic energy, but you have to capture it somehow. I mean, you're a poet. You keep a notebook, and your technical side isn't as highfalutin as mine here, with the curtains, the backdrops, the lights, the clip-on mics, the headphones, the cameras, the tripods, the lenses, the filters, the gels, the editing system, you know, the EQ, the echo, a couple mixers, a couple 4-tracks, you know, a bunch of videotapes.
But there's some good, solid, positive energy on the verge of happening, and we have got to bottle it. You've got to bottle it, and then you've got to delegate it. Delegate what's in that bottle. How are you going to do it?
Personally, or are we going to work together, or are we going to...
Well, we can work together, but I mean, how are you addressing this, and how are you relaying this to your Radio Thin Air audience? They want to know.
Cable TV becomes some kind of funnel. I mean, I admire the Jean Cocteau type number where you can kind of take a mirror and, you know, Orpheus, you go through that mirror into kind of some kind of dream life. So I'd like to mix dream life with real life. Dream, 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 dream when I want you, in the night when I need you, hold you tight whenever I want you, all I have to do is dream. I can make you mine, taste your lips of wine, anytime, night or day. Boy, did I have a close shave. As luck would have it, 1987 brought me a nice juicy grant from New York Foundation for the Arts, and with that I purchased my first Handycam. The Handycam had now shrunk from an overweight Samsonite matter back in the late 70s, where you had to like go on a camp, this long camping trip type feel, where you're packing it up. It's called a porta-pack, and you've got a shoulder bag here. You strap it over one shoulder in this big heavy thing about 30 pounds, and then you've got this long umbilical cable, and then I like the pistol grip, and you could like put it on your shoulder, or you could just put it over here and you focus it. You have to get a kind of steady thing. You can use your elbow into your stomach. You can use your shoulder and get something flat going. Or you can use two hands, and try to cup it. But anyway, I got used to the taste of collaborating. I think I got the grant partly through my collaboration in radio.
The sound advice, the virtue of nice, the knots we're in, nice tied up. I'm tied up at the moment. I make do with moments. I'm mean with time. I take it in. It's mine. It's my little movie. It's a cropped photo where you crop me out, not crop you out. And we make a solo going, so what does it anyway with relationships and sticks in the mud and dead phones? The locality of moments, the air I breathe, square one, a watchdog, a simple matter, a makeshift Valentine. Red is the color, but I bathe in blue.
Once people get to know you, Mitch, they find out that you're more than just a TV producer, and you're more than just a poet. Among your multifaceted capabilities, you're also a singer and songwriter. A very good one, if I may add, if I may be so bold to say that. Tell us about your songwriting process, and a little more about what you like about music, the guitar in particularly. I know that not only are you a very accomplished player and singer, but you also teach people how to play the guitar. I think it's important for us to find out that side of your personality.
Well, the process of writing a song is like a gift. When I get myself into the right mood, I find I'm like a walking guitar variation handbook. You get the bass line progression going down. There's little tricks that can really make a song continue. I'm not saying you're finishing a song every day, but to think that you can pull a song out of the air and write it is a great feeling, you know. One song I was thinking that I wrote, I was thinking of not just the song, but the actual arrangement today. So it's got that line there. But I was thinking of, it's got to lead into it, kind of. Dun, 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 da da da. Da da da, da da da, da da da, da da da. Love is in my eyes, and if I'm wise, I turn around, and like a toy balloon, I'd never let you down, 'cause I was on my way home, carved my way by the city lights, chasing rainbows in the night. I was on my highway home. Da da da, da da da, da da da, da da da, da da. Love is not the same, and like a ship which passes by, I'd search the sky above if only words could fly. 'Cause I was on my way home, carved my way by the city lights, chasing rainbows in the night. I was on my highway home. What makes me run each time the sun wakes me from the ground, shining me down a shadow? We're friends till the sun goes down. The world is cold, the world is new. It's just a song I sing that I'd rather sing to you. 'Cause I was on my way home, carved my way by the city lights, and chasing rainbows in the night. I was on my highway home. I was on my highway home.
give us this daily pita bread, this taco of needs and wants and wherefores and whys and how do you do? May I share my mask with you? Wheat bread, 9-grain muffins. Stuffed my mouth that night. I was feeling hungry. I had to satisfy an inner appetite, the physical thing.
When I first started writing poetry, I was 23, 24 years old, and it seemed to me I was coming to it terribly late. That I was way over the hill, and that everybody else who wrote poetry started writing when he was 12. And it took me a long time to get up the courage to read my contemporaries, and this was just a couple of years after the Don Allen anthology had come out. And the first poet that I really connected with and that I really said, oh, look what you can do, was Bob Creeley. I doubt that many people could see Creeley's influence in my work, which sounds very different, but I have a whole bunch of poems from the early 60s and mid-60s that I think of as my Creeley poems. And then, a lot of, as I got up the courage to start reading, a lot of the usual suspects, Williams, O'Hara. There's a lot of the people I publish who, Paul Violi and Charles North and Tony Toll and so forth, are also people whose work I love and people whose work I learned from. You've got to bring yourself to whatever piece of writing you're doing, and you can't just wait to be inspired, or at least it's never worked for me. At the same time that, I believe there are gifts. I don't know where they come from. Every once in a while, I'll write a poem and get the whole thing in a single take and not change anything but a line break or two. And God bless the unconscious, that pushes these things forward. But it doesn't happen very often. I think rewriting is essential for me anyway.
Who's making my coffee? Who's washing my dishes? Who picks up the pieces when the pieces all fall? Thank you very much for your prompt attention to this matter of fact. I hear the dogs barking over the hill and through the woods to grandmother's house. We going rate of giving. I'm living it. I'm learning how to hide the tears behind the ducts, freeing up my ears to find the music in the wind.
Waterfall. I miss whiskey, regular fun. Meet a girl, no I'd won. I miss whiskey, what a dope. Now I'm sober, horny, broke. Whiskey, I miss you, I had a friend. You're never alone with an elbow to bend. I play a guitar, but music stinks. I sit in nature, typical oinks, typical Baz, Maze, and Winnie. Typical doodle, blue, ka-thunk-unk, ka-thunk-unk. In me speaks the divine menagerie, the nectar, the blood on my hands. Girls, 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 I came to pray.
This is my job. A journeyman. A Grandmaster Flash. A Jam Master Jimmy. A Mr. J. A Hammer. A Hard-On. These are the rap songs I'm all about. I return your call through my monologue. I'm wasting no words. I'm mincing no meat. I'm touching the strange TV buffet table that you serve. And inside my service is a nervousness, a seeking nervous energy, a SCUD missile, a heat-singing missile, a song in my heart. My heartless darting. Will it ever... Enough already with this heartless darting.
That's what the man said.
Performance is a way of getting your point across most easily, because then you can say the poem, you can sing the poem the way you want it to go. But you also have to work very hard on the written word as it sits there on the paper so that your intent is known. One of the editors who published my book paid me the great compliment of saying that he always trusted my line breaks. And I was very flattered because I had never thought about that before. And I realized that, yeah, that's what I do work on. I do work on making sure the reader sees it. That's something we learned from Olson. Olson taught the heart to the breath to the line. You follow your breath, but it's the heart that gives rise to what the breath is. And they're so interrelated. Think of the word inspire. Respire, inspire.
The gentleman thief. Wanting what he wants without payment, without punishment. He trusts, he takes, he feels the rush of fear as he reaches to steal her. From time to time to time, he feeds the habit of his body, the soul, sold, each of us cheap sheep, slaves to pleasure, to plaster walls and marble tabletops. Antiquity, ancestry, like producing like, wanting like, pausing like, a caesura of the heart. Cowardice is a failed emotion. He masters her moments, sires her mind, controls her core. The mournful aria escapes her, rises above them in the bed. This is what he can own. She is what he will possess. Only she is he, is they, are we, are one.
And I draw a parallel, a placemat, a person, thing, people, time, going rates.
It is a small,
A rare feeling, finding a perch. How do you store those tapes anyway?